All right, everyone, good evening. Thanks for joining us for our little backyard graduation ceremony. We're going to have some technical difficulties. It's probably going to be a little goofy, but hey, that's what makes it fun. So please join us in a round of applause as they walk down the aisle to their seats, and then we'll get right.
Hold on my fake doctorate hat. I don't have one yet. Okay. Oh, this is my brother's also, so it's a little big, so it might fall. Okay, good evening, everyone. My name is Carlynn Maddock. I am a family friend. You know, I've graduated from a university 2 times, going for a 3rd, so I have some, you know, knowledge on how to do this, I guess. So here we go. All right. Generally, at commencement speeches, the speaker is either a celebrity, a successful business person, someone who has cured cancer, or at least did something of note. I am none of those people, and I have done none of those things. And yet, you don't have to be an actor or a Nobel Prize winning scientist to have something meaningful to contribute. You can be a half therapist, half lawyer like myself, or a poli-sci grad, or a med student, or a music student, or a nurse, or an office administrator, or an engineer, or a mom, or an aunt, or anything else for that matter. You can be anything you want to be and still have something significant to give. Now, this is not something our world always wants you to remember. Society has a way of making us do a lot of self-comparison. Why am I not good at this? Why don't I look like that? Why aren't I doing all of these things? Why haven't I achieved these goals I have set for myself? Why is who I am and what I want to do somehow never good enough? Luckily for all of us, these questions are just a bunch of made-up lies. They're questions rooted in societal standards, needing us to feel like we are somehow not good enough so that we keep chasing these unachievable standards. These questions have no real power because the foundation they're built on is so fundamentally flawed that nothing can successfully stand on it for very long. The second these kinds of questions get wind that you somehow have compassion, kindness, grace, gratitude, and love for yourself, they magically disappear. Which is why my big show-stopping advice is actually pretty simple. Love the shit out of yourself. Every sad feeling, every moment of joy, every bad day, every day that brings you peace, every success, every failure, every zit, every good eyeliner day, all of it. Recognize that self-love isn't a finish line you get to cross when you achieve a landmark goal, but rather is a lifelong process that requires constant work. It demands that even in our darkest moments of doubt, sadness, and pain, we make space for hard feelings so that we can fully feel the warmth and light of the easy ones. That we forgive ourselves and find gratitude for our failures because they show us how we can better succeed. That we prioritize our own happiness and chase dreams that fulfill us rather than choosing paths that don't quite fit. That we choose friends and partners that bring out the best sides of ourselves and encourage us to take accountability for our actions. In prioritizing loving yourself, you are choosing to be selflessly selfish. You are choosing to acknowledge all the ways you are great and all the ways you have room still to grow. You are choosing to set boundaries, communicate openly and honestly, and advocate for your needs. You are choosing to set an example for your loved ones, both present and future, for how we should treat ourselves and each other. When you prioritize yourself, you'll be surprised to find that you can be a better daughter, sister, mother, partner, employee, friend, and any other role you choose. So choose you. Choose to love yourself when it's hard, trust your gut instincts, and choose kindness and love whenever possible. Choose yourself, and you'll never choose wrong, no matter the options in front of you. So congrats, my little graduating class of 2020. Don't forget to choose yourself every day, and know that every day you do, you're making it easier for you to achieve great things. Love you.
Everybody, I would just like to start by saying thank you to each and every one of you for coming out to celebrate all of us and all of our accomplishments. It's been a crazy year, certainly that, and I'm sure it'll be one that we will never forget. We've had to face a lot of challenges. We had to finish our degrees online, which sucked. We lost commencement ceremonies, internships, senior recitals, research opportunities, among many other things. But if this year has taught us anything, it is that we can achieve any goal, any dream, as long as we have each other. 4 years ago, we graduated high school together. which seems both not that long ago and forever ago. After graduation, we each went to different colleges in different cities, studying different things, pursuing different dreams. But one thing we all have in common is the work we put in to get to this moment. Through the frustrations, the stress, the anxiety, sometimes the tears, or maybe a lot of the tears, we persevered, and with a lot of hard work and a lot of dedication, we were successful in the end. And it's moments like today, this moment here, that prove that despite following different paths that life will undoubtedly take us on, we will always have each other to lean on and to support one another's goals, and most importantly, to celebrate when the journey comes to a pause. So thank you, everybody, and congratulations to us. Now I would like to introduce Danielle.
So, first of all, I would just like to thank Amber and Austin for hosting this graduation ceremony. This is everything that I never expected, and it's perfect. And Carlynn and Catarina, you two are my sisters. Ever since an overly excited 4-year-old girl came knocking on your door with a plate of Little Debbie's Cosmic Brownies, you've always accepted me. So thank you for sharing this day with me. I'm going to cherish it for the rest of my life. Seeing as we all went to different colleges, I never expected to graduate with you two again. Yet here we are. And that got me thinking that you just never really know what's going to happen in life. Yet we spend so much time thinking and planning and expecting, when in reality, these hands are not strong enough to carry the fate of the universe, but that's okay. This realization that I have come to could not have come a moment sooner. The weight of the world has been resting heavy on my shoulders, on all of our shoulders. Maybe the key is just to let go and let be. With the fate of the universe out of my hands, I'm able to fully appreciate this wonderful day. I can be happy while also feeling sad that I can't share this day with my 8 other classmates. With a graduating class of 9, we became a very close-knit group. But that was inevitable given the nature of what we do, because music is powerful and its connection runs heart to heart. And to my classmates, if they were here, I would tell them to go out and share their beautiful music with as many people as possible. You've connected with my heart just as you will connect to the hearts of your patients. And so, here we are today, celebrating the graduation of Carlynn, Catarina, and myself. Every tiny puzzle piece that was needed to create this moment in time fit together perfectly, as fate would have it so. But it's not always easy to surrender your sense of self-control, especially during these difficult times. Luckily, there is one thing that each and every one of us does have power over: our minds. We control every action and every reaction that we have in every situation. So, let that knowledge comfort you as millions of tiny puzzle pieces fly around, eventually making the perfect picture. So, I was supposed to have a senior recital, and that didn't happen. But that's okay, because I'm going to do one of the songs that I planned to do on that day, and it is September by Earth, Wind, and Fire. Oh. Yes! Me too.
Do you remember the 21st night of September? Love was changing the minds of pretenders while chasing the clouds away. hearts are ringing in the key that our souls were singing as we danced in the night. Remember how the stars stole the night away. Ooh, say that you'll remember dancing in September. Never was a cloudy day. Our hearts are with you, holding hands with your heart to see you as we danced in the night. Remember how we knew love was here to stay. Now December, share the love that we found in September. Only blue talking love, remember the true love that we shared today. Ooh, say that you remember dancing in September. Ooh, never was a cloudy day. Ba-do-do, ba-do-do, ba-ba. Ba-do-do, ba-do-do, ba-ba. Ba-do-do, ba-do-do, ba-ba. Say that you remember dancing in September. Never was a cloudy day. Thank you.
I would now like to introduce Catarina.
Before I start, I just want to thank Amber and Austin for having us all here, and a big thank you to everybody who was able to make it out today. Okay. So, self-love is a very easy concept for us to grasp. We hear that term, self-love, and immediately we get an image in our heads. Maybe it's a face mask and a bubble bath, a book and a pair of sweatpants, or getting a mani-pedi with your friends. This is easy for us to recognize. However, when we think about ways that we disrespect ourselves, we tend to draw a blank, or believe that there's no way that we could possibly be doing that. But usually, some of us are, and this involves staying in a situation that is no longer serving you. So today, I want to pose it to you all that contrary to popular belief, quitting and walking away from situations that no longer serve you are for winners. When I was thinking about what to write for this speech, I had a great scholar tell me that I should take some time to reflect on my own experiences during college and share a life lesson with everybody. So that's what I want to do with you today. You see, learning about self-disrespect wasn't an easy lesson for me. In fact, when I was in the thick of it, I had no idea that it was happening. And I, Catarina Gasser, was disrespecting myself. Some of you may know that a few years ago, I had a really hard moment with employment, and I ended up going through a string of really bad jobs. And I finally found one that I thought was going to be amazing, and I was so excited because it was everything that I'd hoped for. I was able to be there and just stay there until I graduated. That was until one day my neighbor walked in with her teenage daughter and heard not one, but all three of my managers talking crap about me. They were making fun of my clothing and saying my makeup was too dark, and just questioning my work ethic altogether. This information came to me via text message while I was in class, and I was supposed to have a meeting with my professor right afterwards. During the meeting, she said to me, "Catarina, something is wrong. What's going on with you?" And I told her what happened, and she said, "Well, what are you gonna do?" And I said, "Well, I think I have to stay. I must have to stay because I just went through all these really bad jobs, and this is the only decent one." And she said to me, "Catarina, you cannot disrespect yourself like that by staying in that situation." And when she said that, I was shocked because I didn't believe that I was disrespecting myself. But the more I thought about it, the more I agreed with her. So after hearing that, I decided to leave. And some people may look at me walking away and think that I was just leaving because things were getting a little tough. But looking back on it, I have to disagree with that. I could have called my district manager, I could have reached out to HR, sure, but it wouldn't have changed the way that these 3 girls viewed me. And it wouldn't change or help the insecurity that I would feel anytime I walked into that place of employment, or anytime I had to work with them. So today, I want to tell you all that you have to love yourself enough to know when it's time to walk away from a situation. You can't let others treat you that way. But not every situation where you're disrespecting yourself has to be giving you some sort of grief. You could be staying in a situation that's just no longer serving your passion. I once heard a quote, and it was anonymous, so I don't know who said it, but it said, "You often feel tired, not because you've done too much, but because you've done too little of what sparks a light in you." So even if your job is easy, and you have coworkers who are really nice and don't think your eyeliner is too dark, if you're sitting complacent in that job that you're not passionate about, you're also disrespecting yourself. And it's okay to walk away from a situation that you're comfortable in pursuit of one that better suits your dream. You need to stop holding yourself back from the things that are not serving you. So, contrary to popular belief, quitting is for winners, and walking away from situations that no longer serve you is for winners. Whether you're being degraded by your coworkers or you just aren't fulfilling your dreams, you need to stop settling. Stop disrespecting yourself. Knowing when to walk away from a situation that isn't serving you is a form of self-love, just like bubble baths and face masks and books and sweatpants. So to everybody and to the graduates, I hope you remember this lesson when pursuing your future endeavors. Now, Amber Basnell will lead us in the turning of the tassel.
Thank you, Catarina, Danielle, and Carlynn. Thank you all so much for your beautiful words. And thank you everyone for joining us today. I know that this is a little unorthodox. I'm sure when some of you saw my Facebook message or my text message, you're like, what are we doing here today? But what we're doing is celebrating these amazing young women who absolutely deserved every bit of their graduation ceremonies but did not get to get them. Believe me when I say that doing this for the 3 of you is small compared to the amount of work that you put into your degrees. I truly feel like this is the least that we can do. And I am sure that everyone here will join me in saying that it has been an honor to watch the 3 of you grow up into the amazing young women that you are. And so with that, I am going to ask that you stand. I will call your names one by one. If you, sorry, we didn't practice this. It's very informal. So if you all will come this way, I will hand you your diploma. Wait, I will call your name. Sorry. I'll call your name, come this way, accept your diploma, and then stand on this side, okay? All right, so we're going to start with Carlynn Noel Gasser. Catarina Nicole Gasser. Danielle Marie Saval. So now, ladies, your hard work has paid off. You are finally at the end. I did not dig my cap out today, but just pretend that I'm doing it. If you will join me in taking your tassels and moving it from the right side of your hat to the left, signifying that you have completed your degrees. Congratulations. Good job.
Awesome.
All right.
Great job.
Thank you. Down the aisle you go.